I'm glad you joined all the way from the other side, man. Again. But
No,
this
good,
time, yeah, I know. This time is a big game on a Sunday.
Big game,
Obviously,
big game.
I know. Obviously, we know that what's called Man City. Well, Man City are coming away to Arsenal at the Emirates.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's not been a good ground found for you guys for the past 2 years, I should put it as. Because I believe the last few times you guys have been to the Emirates, you guys have lost 1-0, and then the last one was 5-1. But obviously, previously to that, City were the team on top. Every time you guys met Arsenal over the years, you guys actually did beat Arsenal. But my first question to you is that from the last 2 losses you guys have taken at the Emirates, is this like a psychological sort of this rivalry, or do you think it's starting to shift to Arsenal's way?
I'd say in terms of, I'll say Arsenal, like see respect Arsenal. I would say like that the last couple of results have probably made them. I'll probably say so. I'll say they take Arsenal more seriously. I would say like in terms of like how they used to take Liverpool, or like these though we have to like contend with them. You know, I think beforehand it was like, yeah, like we're a lot of brothers. Even like I think 3 seasons beforehand, I think you guys were like started very strong, and then we had to catch you guys back and stuff. It was like it's Arsenal, they're gonna mess it up. Do you mean? But I feel like last couple of maybe the last obviously I think I remember the 1-0 was, I remember Martinelli deflection. The game could have gone either way. And last week obviously I remember that. And then last year we weren't that great, and you guys battered us with 5-1. I remember that, and of the Skelly celebration and stuff. So I would say coming to this game, it's a game where City probably will be going to Arsenal, taking us like another, we're going to Liverpool now. Do you mean? Like, it's one of those games where they'll still, I don't think they fear, because from Roger, I don't think they fear Arsenal, but they know it's going to be a big task. Like, it's going to like Anfield, we found Anfield a big task. So I would say that's what players will be looking at. Like, they're looking forward to it, but they know it's a challenge. They know they're going to be in for a big game, which they have been. They know that, but I'll say at this point in time, they probably know, Arsenal are probably a bit ahead of us. So let's see what they're really on. Like, even I was watching Rodri and Bernardo Silva, that had an interview, I think, before and the games against Napoli. And you can tell they know, obviously, in terms, it's 3 points, right? Like, you can't lose and win the game, but I think psychologically, for both teams, I think it's a big game.
You're right. Because literally, when you mentioned the last time, or the games between yourself and Liverpool, the rivalry that Pep had with Klopp, and I believe Man City only won once under Pep at Anfield. So
I think 1-1. That's just Liverpool. Like, Liverpool's one of our bogus grounds, bro.
Exactly. With what you said, I mean, me as an Arsenal fan, right? You need to bear in mind, before Man City became the city that you guys are now, from when you guys started gaining ground, Arsenal always actually had Man City's number. So for an Arsenal fan that has seen us beat City over the past few years, and then obviously for the ship to then come once City obviously started getting like players, maybe became a sort of what's the word I'm looking for? A daunting task, whatever.
I feel like when we started taking your players as well, because we took a few of your players.
Exactly.
We took Najri, we took Olature, like
Sanya,
Sanya, Clichy. I feel like that's when like maybe Arsenal fans probably start like disliking City a bit more, I would say. Like,
no, facts. I definitely hated to see from that. I most definitely hate see from that. But from what you've said, I actually agree with you. I think right now I can tell that Pep actually respect Arteta when it comes to us facing you guys, because I do remember a few seasons ago where City came to the Emirates after the game, Jack Grealish was like, "Oh, Arsenal are doing well, they're playing well," but obviously we actually lost that game, and it was a bit of a backhanded sort of a compliment. And I believe since then, Arteta has taken a different approach to games when, facing you guys. My next question is like,
Emirates though. Outside of Emirates,
I
I think when you guys come to Etihad, you're still a bit too timid, which I think cost you the league like 2 years ago. I think 2 years ago cost you guys the league.
You believe so? When the game ended,
you came in, drew 0-0, yep, and Roger was like, "You guys should come in." Remember? Roger was like, "You guys, the mentality of coming to beat us, like you came for a draw and you're happy with it." So I said, I thought Etihad will be interesting, but at Emirates, 100%, you guys go for
it. That's a good point. To be honest, the next question is: from recent meetings, City have often had more shots and more of the ball, but not always had the results. Is Pep control still enough against a more elite side like Arsenal?
I would say, he wants to control, right? I said to you, there's a few key players that are still learning like the system, There's still Roger getting back into horrendous. It's still kind of getting off here. The first game, last couple of games, you still adjusting to the pace and stuff in the Premier League. So I would say Pep still wants to control the game, right? But one thing about Pep is he's adapting. He's trying to see before we get to where we can get to, where can I get my strengths up, So he's always changing. And I think that's why he's probably the best manager. Like, people just think Pep is very one-sided, but he's always adapting, So I would say even our game against United, I believe United had more possession. If I'm not wrong, I believe they had more possession, but we won 3-0, made it look comfortable.
I think in the second half, it might have tilted a little bit when United made some subs.
Yeah. But I would say so. I would say he knows Arsenal a good team, right? So he will still want to control the game. He will still want to control that midfield. But but I feel like he might allow you guys to get a bit more, especially being at home, knowing there's more pressure, and try to get you guys in the break with the Doku and Haaland, in there. So I think that's the game plan we probably will go for. Those Roger will still try to dictate play, but we'll probably would look to go as soon as we get a chance to. We'll probably go forward, which try to catch you guys on the break, because again, there's big pressure on Arsenal. I feel like when you guys play at home, especially a big game like this, the fans, especially after the Liverpool game, the fans are expecting you guys to make a statement, So I think Pep will know that, but he will try to. We'll try to go up. We'll play some possession, but I feel like we'll try to catch you guys also on the break as well.
On the break, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You've already answered my next question that I was about to ask you, so I'm just going to move on to this one, right? With Arteta, whenever we play against you guys at the Etihad, we do sit back deeper, letting you guys have the ball. And with some teams will come to the Etihad and press you guys now, because I believe you guys do not have that same sort of fear factor that you guys had. But with that said, which Arsenal do you think you will see this Sunday? What do you think Arteta's approach will be this Sunday?
I think it will be attacking. He has to. It has to be. Yeah, it will be attacking. I think he'll probably go attacking. I don't know if Odegaard's fit or not. I think that plays it
50-50. I've not seen him in training this week, to be honest. Yeah, okay. I've not really seen him in training. Okay.
So probably would be, I think he'll go attacking. I think he has to go attacking. Again, he knows that the game he has to win, right? And Arteta's I don't think he's a bad manager, but I think he has to win, right? And the pressure's on him to win. So he knows that. I think he'll go attacking. The Eze will play. Madueke, who's been good for you guys, will play. The conundrum is, does he play Eze in the 10, the midfield role, or play him wide? And he has played him wide recently. He's not played them centrally since he's come. He's played him wide, on the left. Even on the weekends, he's played him wide on the left. So you'll probably you'll probably play more attacking, I would say. But then if all the guys didn't fit, then Moreno will start. We'll go with the Zubimendi Moreno and Rice, which is not. Again, people talk about it's obviously it's a big midfield, but if Moreno is making his runs into the box, which he does do, and he's very good again in there and scoring. He's scored for you guys. He's scored for Spain. So I think he'll still probably play those three. If other guys know if he plays those three, but again, Moreno will probably be a bit lines more to go a bit more forward. Same with Rice being at home. Rather than like when you guys are away in the big game where a bit more compact. So the players might still be Moreno, Zubimendi, and Rice playing in there. However, I think Bill lines just to get a bit more forward. And probably Martinelli came on and done well. So he probably would try to keep that as something on the sleeve. I personally think he should just play as in the middle and go and play Martinelli, because the game one was brilliant. In terms of right back now, like obviously we're having issues. Like Kuznetsov is doing really well. That'll be a good battle, I would say. So he could do that, but again, Arteta he wants the result. He wants the results, right? I think Arteta wants the result. So, but being at home, you probably would go a bit more attacking, I would say. But he also knows City's strength. Erling's really really good form, right? And obviously something I don't know if you asked about or not. Saliba not playing is a big thing. Personally thinking, Saliba not playing this game is where the tide could tilt, in my opinion.
He might play because obviously he's fit. He was back in training on Monday, but that's literally the big sort of question there. If Arteta is going to risk it, but from his press conference, he's saying that he's trained well and they will do some last minute sort of assessment. So, in my opinion, looking back at the last time you guys faced us at the Emirates, which we won 5-1, I decided to go back and look at the stats on that. You guys had more of the ball, really, 55% possession. Obviously, with more passes, if you're going to have more of the ball, I mean, like the way Man City play. Yeah. So, I think Arteta might actually approach the game the same way he approached it last time. I wouldn't say they'll be on a front foot, but they'll pick moments where to press and where to sit in the shape, and basically just making sure that City are not actually playing in between like the thirds. You know what I mean? That's why you was there for Foden can actually hit us if we do allow that sort of space. So I think that's how Arteta will actually up the game, just trying to make sure that everything will go wide instead of coming into the midfield and through us. With that said, looking at the squad right now, we have some sort of injuries, like you already mentioned. William Saliba, questionable to play. Martin Odegaard, questionable to play. And I think with the squad that you mentioned, I think that's the same squad that Arteta will go with. The same squad that played against Liverpool at Anfield anyway. The midfield of Rice, Zubimendi, Mikel, playing sort of that attacking mid with Gyökeres up top, Madueke on the right, but I'm not sure who's going to play on the left. I think Eze might play on the left. I do not see Mikel playing Eze as an attacking mid right now.
Probably doesn't see yet.
I
think he should, because then I think he should, because then again, with Odegaard missing, he allows that, and he can throw him a bit more. But he I don't know if you watched the game. Obviously, you watched the game on against the Champions League.
On Tuesday.
As he's still learning, obviously some of the stuff, and I think he wants in terms of the shape he wants off the ball, right? Which obviously is important. Which you guys are like probably I say the best in the league in terms of being like compact and defensive.
Compact and off the ball.
I think you have the best defense in the league, like in terms of the team. So he wants that. So like obviously, I think he should probably go for it, because again, right now, like it's a big game for you guys because we're still vulnerable. Like we're still very vulnerable.
Yes, you are advised for sure.
Exactly. So I think again, all depends on results, right? If he does play with those three and you guys lose, right? He's gonna get hammered. Right? Your fans better media for the same thing again, right? Because it's like, why are you buying Eze for extra creativity and you're still getting stuck on the wing? Do you mean? So you'll get criticized the same way people criticizing Pep for Jack Grealish, you know? So, because if you watch Grealish and Eze, they're similar players in terms of how they kind of get on the ball, like on that like role, do you mean? Like left mid role. But Eze's been playing Cam for a while, which again, same thing that Grealish did when he was at City, right? But then when he came, he had to go more on the wing kind of thing.
On the right side, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be 100%. I think it's a bigger game for you guys. Of course, it's a bigger game, but it's a big game in general in terms of both teams' mentality. You know, because I think the results will. It's still early, but it's a big psychological step in both teams' belief and what goes on from here. Like it's only 3 points, but at the start, I think it's key.
It goes a long way. Trust me, I don't think Arsenal wants to be behind Liverpool by the end of this
6
weekend.
points, yeah.
I don't think that any team would want to.
I was going to say, I'll say that right again because I was saying I think a big matchup, just 2 big matchups I'll be looking for, right?
Yeah, literally, that's what I was to ask you about. Yeah,
Zubimendi and Rodri. I think it's a big matchup in terms of. Like, obviously, everyone knows Rodri, right?
Who's going to control the game, basically, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, right? Everyone knows that, right? In terms of Rodri's who he is. Zubimendi is trying to do that for Arsenal. Again, when England went off, he came on against England, he done the same thing, right? So he's basically like a Rodri understudy, right? And the first big game he's going to have. Second one will be the centre back versus Haaland. Mosquera's first big game, you know. We know Gabriel and Haaland don't really like each other last season, you know? So, so that again, that's those again. Saliba not being, if Saliba doesn't play, that's because Gabriel's improved. He's probably in terms of consistency, I would say like from the last 2 years, him and Saliba probably been the most consistent, right? But before that, he was very rushed. So
it's true.
It's a matter of is he gonna allow like Haaland to get into his head, you know? Because I think he's got in the past. I'm pretty sure he's got a red card in the past against us. So like if Saliba's not there, right, and he has to kind of like step up, which he has done. It's a big MC how meant because Haaland's as much as he's a machine, he's also a mental freak. He knows this. He fights for this. He wants that challenge. So those are those are the 2 big things I'm looking forward to. Like Haaland versus the 2 centre backs if Saliba don't play, and Zubimendi and Rodri, you might ask about. So
I think a lot of Arsenal fans might agree with me and say that our best defender is actually Gabriel. At the end of William Saliba. So with that matchup, him versus Haaland, I think that is fine. Mosquera, I'm not really, from what I've seen from him, I'm not really nervous about him playing because he came on an Anfield. Exactly, he came on an Anfield with 10 minutes into the game, and he didn't really look out of place, you know. So
this is Haaland, bro.
Exactly, I know different type of striker.
So this is different. This is like the top. This is the top. Like I don't give my opinion, the best striker on the world. So
one of the best. Yeah,
this is like top. Exactly. So you're coming up against something you're probably not used to, you know, and like it's good knowing that. But again, when you go up against him, that first burst of speed, the shoulder to shoulder, which Saliba is amazing at. Saliba can probably match him and Van Dijk are the 2 people that can probably match. What's it called? Haaland. So I'm saying Mosquera's look fantastic. He's great business, but for me, it's just mentally, you know, like that first. It's a big game. Like that, if he makes a mistake, Haaland goes through, or that first shot to shoulder, Haaland budges him, you know, or he budges Haaland. It'll be.
It's all part of the mental. It's true. You're right.
Right, and it's a big game. Like you know, they're gonna build it up as a Sky Sports, or everyone's gonna be watching, so it's gonna be a big game.
No, facts. Okay. With that said, right, that's going to bring me on to this, like a tactical sort of approach. Actually, both Pep and Arteta employed inverted sort of fullbacks, right? This season, we've not actually done it as much as we did last season, but I'm not sure if Pep still employs that with CE. But my main question is, I know for sure both managers will have midfield packs with players and basically leave the wider players one-on-one to try and create something, right? Between obviously Madueke and your left back, I'm not sure he's going to be on Tonori that who's going to play there because I think the last game
he's injured. I think he's
injured.
I know he's injured. So
it will be
O'Reilly.
Okay,
O'Reilly
so,
or maybe Guardiola. Depends. If Stones is fit, Stones probably comes in the middle with
Diaz, right?
Ruben Diaz, right? And then Guardiola moves up. Right?
Move to the left.
Or even could be again. No, it's because Ake is fair as well. Ake can do if we want because Madueke is gonna go, right? Just depends again what Pep will we want to do in terms of because O'Reilly's been good. He's been played last 2 games, been very good. Again, he'll offer that inverted coming in. He's very comfortable with the ball, big physical. So as another presence, is defensively. Is he going to be able to handle what Madueke is going to bring at him? So will Pep go more conservative, go like proper defender, either Guardiola or Ake maybe? I think Guardiola will probably be the best in terms of being able to match Madueke in terms of come at me, I'll go at you, and also going forward wise as well, right? So that was my choice. But again, O'Reilly's done good, so it'll be interesting to see that. But yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because last game against Manchester United, obviously, O'Reilly played the left back with Guardiola as a centre back. I don't think Pep will rush Stones to play a game of that size on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Because he would want to have him for the long run because it is going to be a long season. And you rather not race a player just because of one game. But I think it's set the sort of midfield that Pep will probably play. Obviously, Rodri is fit now and he's playing well. Yeah, it's going to be Ryan there.
Yeah, I think
in there.
Rodri, Ryan there, and Foden.
Foden in there. And on the left hand side will be was it Doku, who is on form actually. He's very much on form.
Him and Timber, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good one.
I'm looking forward to that matchup. That's
and what like no one. And if I want to see if for example Madueke is gonna come back and double or not, because again, I remember from last games, right?
Yeah,
Timber probably I had him, but again Saka was coming back a lot to double up, right? And more people double up on Doku. Most people don't leave Doku in a 1-on-1 because it's long. It's long. If you lose Jeremy not on a 1-on-1.
No,
right?
It's true. It's true.
Being at home, I know Timber can handle it. Timber probably one of the people that can handle it, right? But last time he played, I think at Etihad, he didn't he wasn't allowed to go 1-on-1, right? So I want to see again if Arteta will allow him to go 1-on-1 with Timber and see Timber's got his number, or is he gonna make Madueke come back and double, which that's not a strength. You know, the thing about Saka and Martinelli that helps you guys. They work back really, really hard and help
really hard. Yeah,
the fullbacks.
Yeah, workers. Yeah.
Right? So Madueke, is he really that? I'm not sure. So again, it'll be interesting. But again, the Doku versus Timber, because I think Timber can probably handle in a 1-on-1. But do you want to allow that risk? Because with attacking the defenders, you can have him for 9 out of 10. At one time he goes past you.
Yeah, exactly. The one time there's a chance. Yeah, he's gonna create a chance for someone to score. Now it's true. That's literally the like the game of a winger and then a defender. It's more like a cat and mouse game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, me as a winger myself, there are some times where I can barely be my defender, but that one chance that I go past them, I can create something.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
And obviously, from how Arteta wants his wingers to play, I don't think Timber will be left 1-on-1 majority of the times. I think Madueke will be tracking back for sure. So, but then again, that's definitely a matchup I'm looking to. Obviously, on your right hand side now, who do you think is going to play there? on the right hand side.
Good enough, man. And remember, good enough. He's been excellent, man.
Oh no. Like, obviously, as a right back, but I mean right wing, right wing.
Probably Bernardo. Bernardo played there. Bernardo played there. Yeah.
You don't think? You don't think he's gonna have him in the middle of the pack? Because I think last time we played against you, he basically had him in there.
Yeah, but I think again, the thing about Bernardo and Foden can both switch because they're in the Champions League game, right? Foden started wide, and then I think after 10 minutes, Pep told him to switch. So the versatility of them switching, I personally think at this stage in Bernardo's career, right, he's better on the wing, just in terms of he can still control the game from there, right? He can still he's got like that fake chops that is so effective. Like it's gonna happen, right? So and he does very well. Keeping Foden in that middle because he's back and he's creating, right? So Bernardo is very smart. Bernardo's very smart. Like so it'll be Bernardo on the right, Foden 10, Doku on the left, with obviously the big Haaland, and then Reinders and Rodri behind. I think that's what he goes for.
Yeah.
Because there's no other options. Like Savinho's back, but he just came back from injury, right? So he's probably just easing himself in. Churchy's injured. I don't think Oscar Bob starts this game. Like I don't think
he's not. He's not really. He's not really been on it so far this season, to be honest.
So it'll be Bernardo on the right, and Bernardo on the right still in Napoli he has this, he does the chop cutting and then just finds a yard
and cross,
right, and he's very smart, and he's not fast, but he uses his body very well. He's not fast, but he uses very, very well, and he's smart, right? So I think that'll be on the right. Will be him, and he on the right. He's coming in. He can play those balls to Doku. You can see Haaland in the reverse. He can interchange with Foden. So again, that would be interesting. If, for example, he's not doing really well, or we're losing a midfield battle, and Pep wants to go solid, we'll just stick Foden up there, and change. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay. I mean, my next question is, which is part of the key battles with your striker, in rich form, in Erling Haaland. What exactly are you expecting from him in this game?
I expect him to be as what he's been doing. Like he's hungry this season. Like he's on a mission. Like this is his fourth season with City. It sounds weird to say, but this is his fourth season. He's like, the team is. I feel like this team now, the way we're going, is built for him. Like the players that we're getting in, everyone is built for Erling Haaland. I think when he first came, right, we had to adjust to his style. But now I feel like we're trying to play for him, right? We're trying to look for him a bit more. So I expect him to score, of course, and be a presence. Like the last game against United, probably one of the best games I've seen him play. Not in terms of the goals, but just his hold-up play, his desire, him wanting it, And again, that battle with the Saliba plays and Gabriel, he has to go on top and win it. He has to, cause, like, even on the weekend, cause a red card, cause like an early Mosquera, if Mosquera's playing, making it booked early,
Like he booked
10 minutes in. Yeah. Book him game, book 10 minutes in, and him to score. If he's running those lines, right, and like again, running behind, being a presence, and him scoring, like that's what I expect from Haaland. Like again, I think he's the best, so I need a performance, and it starts from there, like harassing them. So yeah, I think you guys been at home, right? Again, which I think you're gonna press a bit more, it will give him a bit more space running behind,
Yeah.
And that's and I think that's where, as good as Gabriel is, he doesn't have the pace Saliba does. Mosquera probably does, right? But again, like I said, he's young in a big fixture. But from every time I've watched the one who's good at pace, Saliba do you mean he won't get like Saliba will match him for pace and strength? So that's what I'm expecting from Haaland. Like he's in rich form, he's in good form, he's like, he's scoring all type of goals. So I'm expecting at least a goal from him. If he gets two, I think we're winning the game. But yeah, that's what I'm expecting from Haaland. Like big games, like this is a big game, so big players should turn up, right? Like
No, you're
I
right.
remember Cedric Guerrero. He's like love these big games. Like how many times did Guerrero score against you guys, bro? You know, so he scored against Arsenal. Yeah, he scored against Arsenal, but even last season he scored against Arsenal. So I'm expecting a goal or two from him, and him to be dominant. Like him to be dominant in the box, defending corners. Because again, you guys that's one of your things, right? And against United, he was defending them corners as well. So expect complete performance from him. I need that goal and be like, this is the best defense in the Premier League in terms of, and this is what I've done to them. That's what I need Erling Haaland to run people. That's what makes like what I expect him from him. He does that,
Okay.
you have a big chance of winning the game.
Okay. From the like the Gunners' point of view, really and truly, I need a big game from the middle of the park. Rice and Zubi. I need them to control like the tempo of the game, slow things down when they can, put the ball over the top for Gyökeres when they can, because I believe that is where our danger will come from. Like the funny thing is, I can see Gyökeres actually scoring this game because I know City will not be playing deep. You guys will play high too. All we need is that one ball over the top for him. If let's say he can have one of his trademark runs down the side of the defenders, that's fine. But I'm looking for a big game from Gyökeres and both my two centre-mids, making sure that they're screening our two at the back four, making sure that they're keeping things simple and not giving away anything cheaply. And I think from then onwards, anything will be a plus, really. But that's how I see it going. But you know what's funny? I don't think this game will be as exciting as it was from last time when you guys came to the Emirates. I actually think it's going to be more. I think it'll be more of a cagey game.
Yeah, because obviously, last season we were in great, so you guys will obviously much better. I think it'll be. I think I'm expecting it to be more exciting than the Liverpool Arsenal game.
I'm hoping it is, but I think it'll be more cagey because of the. Right now, I know Pep respect Arsenal. Man City do respect Arsenal.
Yeah, of course we do.
So I think it'll be more of a cagey sort of affair. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but I still think there is potential for it to be exciting. But
exciting. No, it's true. What's good? Like obviously around Phil Foden, he's on form as well, right? Do you really see him as Man City's most attacking player? But obviously, like the chief creator that basically left your team this season in De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Do you think Phil Foden is stepping into that sort of role, or you think needs a bit more of a game? Because bear in mind, last season he was very poor. So right now, I believe with no Kevin De Bruyne, do you think Pep is looking at Phil to now step into it?
But people forget when we won the league, that league that we won against you guys, it was Phil that won us the league. It wasn't De Bruyne. It wasn't Haaland. It was Phil. He literally, De Bruyne was injured. It was out for 4 months, right? And then Pep gave him the keys in the middle, and he started performing. Last season was very poor, and that's how he won. He won the Player of the Year, right? Last season was poor, not just because of obviously he didn't play well, but again he had what he said he's got some personal stuff going on. He wasn't really fully fit, so he had a lot going on, which happens. And again, when you win the Premier League of the year, and then you go and be not as good, that's your standards now. That's what everyone expects, and everyone expects Foden is probably one of the most talented players in England, right? So everyone expects that. I'm expecting Pep. I don't think Pep don't trust him. Pep trusted it. Pep knows what he can do. And Pep, if you've been watching what Pep has been saying recently, he's been braving about him. He's like, this is the Foden we need. This is the Foden for us to be that team. This is the Foden we need, where he can come and create. He's very smart. He can make those runs behind Haaland, sneak in behind. If Zubamendi's not careful and doesn't pay attention, he's gonna sneak in behind because he's very good at that, right? But he's also the way he glides in the middle, he just glides in the middle, and his creativity. I find people don't think Foden creates. he's actually such a good creator. Like look at the chance he created for Haaland's goal. That's scoop. Like if Iniesta or Daniel Modric, everyone it'll be going viral. Like that's not something ordinary. That's top class. So I think Pep trusts him. He knows he's got the keys, right? He knows obviously, yeah, De Bruyne's not here no more. Churchy's probably come. He's probably another creator, but I've been here, right? I need to prove to everyone. And like even in his interview again with CB Sports, he said he's been hearing the chatters, right? So again, same as Haaland, he's determined to prove that I'm still that guy. I'm still the person, And now, especially that with De Bruyne going, is big. Like is big shoes for. But I think he can not say fill that. He can fill that. But De Bruyne again, De Bruyne's probably one of the arguably the best City player, right? So to reach that high, you still have obviously some way to go in terms of consistency, in terms of producing. But can he create and fill those shoes in terms of something like different? I think he can, right? And again, this is another game for him to prove it, because Kevin De Bruyne, if you go check, he always performed against Arsenal, bro. He was probably one of you guys hated seeing that guy.
I really hated De Bruyne. On that right hand side,
bro.
On the right hand side,
I was watching one of his things when he came back against Napoli, and he's like, how many goals against Arsenal was ridiculous. Home and away, he's always so. This is another game where if Foden wants to be like, I'm gonna go and perform, go and create, go and score, go and assist, go and create that, go and show. Yeah, cool. De Bruyne's not here. I'm here. I'm arriving again. It'll be fascinating to see defensively how Zubimendi will cope with him. If he's making those runs in behind, will Rice 7 more because he can help a bit more, So again, that'll be very interesting. But yeah, Phil, I'm looking forward to like a response from him as well and see if he can keep this form going. He starts to get into.
Okay, that's a good shout. I've had a look at the Premier League table, right? Arsenal sitting second with 9 points. City 8th with 6 points. And Arsenal have only conceded 1 goal so far this season, right?
Freak of a bang of a goal as well. So.
Which side do you think needs the points this weekend? Which side do you think needs that win this weekend?
I think mentally, Arsenal. I think mentally, Arsenal need to make a statement, right?
Because why do you say that? Because don't you think Man City, their objective this season is to also challenge for the title?
Of course, our objective to win the league. But again, I remember from our last conversation, I told you, if you look at City, right, even the leagues that we've won and stuff, we don't start amazing, right? December, January time is where we then hit our form, and we've chased people down because we do that, right? So again, I'm not trying to take pressure. We obviously everyone needs it, but in terms of who needs it more, it's Arsenal, because you guys have made the biggest signings, right? You've addressed all the areas that you need. You've got like another centre back in Ekape, great. You've got CDM who can dictate play, great. You've got creative midfielder, great. You've got a big striker, great. You've got a creative winger, great. You've got a good backup to Saka or someone who can play again. You're using them, great. So you guys have again. I said to you, you're built for the title, right? We've shown we can come back. We can come back from 9 points leads. Arsenal haven't shown that, right? So, especially being at home as well, like you said, we've chased Liverpool down, right? Have you guys chased Liverpool down? Have you guys chased anyone down? So, for me, you have to try to keep in touch with Liverpool as much as you can. Keep that gap there, like we're on your necks. You don't want to be 6 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to be 6 points behind them. And you don't want to be, again, losing this game, like you lose to Liverpool and Man City, right? It's like, damn. Do you mean? And the pressure that will come with that from the fans, here we go again. Like we've done all this. Then that the Arteta out, what's it called? Brigade starts getting a bit bigger. So that's what I'm saying to you. It's in terms of, yeah, it's a big game. Both teams need it. Like people will be like City falling behind. Obviously, we need to, but I've seen us come from behind, so it could still happen. Like we just have to, like, in terms of Arsenal Man City again. Like I said to you, like from January, December, if we're in touching distance, 6 points, 7 points, it's still good because we can then go on a run. I've seen us do that with Arsenal again, being at home. I think we already lost to Liverpool, right? And being at home, I think is a bigger game for you guys to take the 3 points. And you guys are in a better right now. You're like, again, you guys probably have a better squad than us in terms of just like quality of depth. In terms of like, so like you guys have that. So it's a bigger game for you guys, I would say. So that's why I'm saying. For City, it's a big game. It's a big game in terms of, cool, these guys, they think they're the new big boys. Let's go and show them that you're not ready yet. We're still here. Like, we're coming back. We had a bad season last year, but we're coming back. Like, Roger and Bernardo hinted to that, like, in the interview this week. They're like, yeah, like, it's gonna be a big game, but we're gonna show people. We have to go and show people that we're still the old City. You know, the players have to go prove to themselves as well. So it's still a big game for them, but I think for Arsenal, it's a bigger game.
Okay, I mean, where I will push back a little bit because I don't think City wants to be behind both Liverpool and Arsenal training. What's called? I mean, even if Liverpool had to win this weekend, they'll be trailing behind Liverpool by 9 points. Even if we had to win by 6 points, I don't think Man City really want that. It's more of a 50-50, but it's leaning a bit more down to my team to actually win that game, because we do not also want to be behind Liverpool by 6 points. So yeah. I mean, I do agree with you the same point. I just had to say that. From what, obviously, from the conversation we've had and everything, one other question I actually wanted to ask is, if let's say Arsenal do win, do that make them favourites to basically win the Prem this season?
Nah, for sure. I'm saying it's for me, it's a big statement. Again, I remember from a conversation I said to you, if I was to go with my heart, obviously City.
Yeah.
If I was to go to my head, I think it's Arsenal, right? And I think Arsenal are the favourites for the league. I believe that. In terms of, you have the depth, not depth in terms of just the players, but the quality. Like, that's one thing we used to have. Like, when, for example, like, your Sterling didn't play, you had your Mahrez, right? Sonny was there, right? So like, it's not just about having players just there, but the quality of depth, the drop of the level, right, is what you want to maintain. And I think for you guys, is the highest out of everyone right now, right? Because if, for example, Saka's not playing, and he's probably one of your best players, you know, but Madueke is very good. He's good. Like, Martinelli's not performing right now. You got Eze, you got Trossard, you know? If, for example, what's his name? You want to be more creative, you got Wanmeri. Like, Alderweireld's not playing well. You got Lewis Kelly, like you said. Mosquera's in for Saliba. Ben White. So in terms of you've got Novgard as well. You got, who's not played yet, but he's played in the Premier League, right? So in terms of, when you talk about depth, my thing when I always talk about depth now is in terms of how the quality drops. Not the play coming, not in terms of like you have a lot of players, because you can have a lot of players, but how much of the quality drop. And I think in terms of those great teams there, for me, Arsenal, that quality, it drops, but it's not as big, right? If Van Dijk doesn't play, Liverpool in trouble.
Yeah.
If Salah doesn't play, right, Liverpool are in trouble, right? If Man City, Haaland doesn't play, still in trouble, right? Again, you guys are missing. Again, you're going to like the biggest rivals. Potentially without Saka didn't play, he's not going to play this week as well. Without Odegaard, right? And in both games, you guys still like had a chance to win, right? Or people are still expecting you guys to win, right? That's how I value. That's how you see as like, bro, you guys have a solid team, because Saka and Odegaard are probably arguably top 3 players in terms of your team, right? So it's where if Arsenal win, it just sends a statement out to Liverpool that We're not going anywhere. We're going to be you guys. Once you guys slip up, if you do, you're not going to keep getting your 90 minutes win. You better start playing well. You better start getting, actually start rolling teams over, because if you don't and you start dropping points, we'll be there. And to City, it's like, you guys used to be the standard. Now we're overtaking you. So Arsenal do that. It gives Arteta, the media will back off him a bit more. Their fans will back off him a bit more. And it gives them that, a bit more of that to get into work. Because if he doesn't, he loses to us. That's 6 points behind Liverpool, and the naysayers will start talking. Because, you've got your backups.
Talking now. Facts. Because everyone is waiting. Everyone is already waiting to talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. That's why I think it's important. But you guys win, it makes, for me, you're already favourites, but then it just sends a message. Because with players know. Even Salah's interview, I think a couple of weeks ago, he said he's Arsenal's been together for a while now. I'm expecting them to kick on. So yeah.
Okay. So if Man City were to lose at the Emirates again,
yep,
what exactly would that do to Man City this season? Because you guys will be behind whoever is at the top four, but bear in mind will only be
Liverpool,
you know what I mean, about 5 games.
Arsenal,
Chelsea, Liverpool, Finland, Spurs. What do you think would do to your confidence?
I think for our confidence, it will just tell the players that we're not there yet, right? And I think what we've been saying that we need to get to our level. So we'll just tell the players we're not there yet. I don't think, Pep said, we're not winning the league on Sunday. We're not losing the league on Sunday, right? But for us, it's just to mentally, if we win that game, it's to show that, we're still there. We can, we're still at level. If we lose that game, it just shows we're not there yet. And it just be to the players are we gonna get there? Do you mean? It'll put a bit of doubt in them, we're a step behind, right? But again, as I said to you, we've come us being behind. It's a worry, right? Again, it depends how we lose the game. If we get battered, for me, it's cool. We're really behind. If we lose a 2-1, a tight game and whatever, and Arsenal just better than we play good, then it is what it is. But we can't afford to not get battered, that will change in terms. You lose a 2-1 game against Arsenal, we're good. You mean you would take it? There's plenty of days, there's plenty of games, right? It's just but the type of loss, if we do lose, right, and performance will determine a lot in terms of where I see this Man City team, what we can do.
Okay.
Because we lose a 9 point behind Liverpool. It's still a big stake, but Liverpool not playing great. They're just scraping through games. Right, they're not playing great.
Yes.
So
the way Liverpool are playing is not really
they're not playing great
for sustainable.
And you can keep winning, but it's not sustainable. So for me, it's if we do that, if we do lose, it's cool. We have a lot of work to get what we want to get. However, the players will remind the Ruben Diaz has been there, Rodri's been there, Foden's been there. Haaland, even Haaland's been there when we've come back from 6 points, 9 points behind and chase teams down, right? So it's possible. It'll be cool. Pep will be to them, cool, we lost. It's 3 points. Next game. Just keep building till December. Once you get to December and what's it called? December, January, right? You can start making an assessment in terms of and this is what we normally do. And this is normally, I've seen us kick on many times to win the league. So that's what we kind of always say in life. Also, it's the point. I don't want to lose. I don't have to send a statement to people, be cool, we're still here. We're still here. But if we don't, and the mannerism of how we lose will show me where this team team. Like I said, this week was a big week. We had what's it called? United, Napoli in the Champions League, and now Arsenal. Right. So if we win all 3 games, if we all win all 3 games, okay, cool. You boys, you're now remembering who you are. Like you said, we've lost a bit of the aura, right? No one feels as much as they did normal. So if you do that, just remind people, hey, don't sleep on us.
True. Okay. Well, obviously, come to the end of the podcast. Obviously, with Liverpool playing against Everton, the first game. What's good? How do you think that game's gonna go? Me personally,
Liverpool gonna scrape it, bro. Liverpool gonna. Are they home?
You think Liverpool gonna win that game?
I think they're gonna spread it. Just either a draw or scraping it. Like Everton
are playing well.
Well, you're playing well, and Moyes wants Grealish. Like they're playing well. They can hunt them, right? They can hurt them, but I don't. Best result is a draw. I can't see Liverpool losing it. Like if all games to losing a derby. I can't remember the last time I saw Liverpool lose a derby, bro.
Losing against Everton, to be honest.
Exactly. Right. Even when they've played, even like they've been bad. Right. So for me, the best result for us is a draw. I think a draw, like a draw is a good result. If a draw and then we draw, you guys a draw is a good result for us. Because if they win, it's just more pressure going into that game. I think for both teams, a draw will what's it called again? Will determine like both players will be like cool, like they've dropped points now.
Yeah, drop points.
Yeah. So
no, it's true. Yeah, no. I'm hoping for a draw. I think it might probably end 1-1.
Yeah,
1-1.
I think 1-1 very, very good. Yeah, 1-1's a very good result, I think. I can see that happening because Everton they're creating chances even against Aston Villa the other day. Like Martinez made some big saves. You know, like Grealish is back, like playing regularly. He's not injured, so he's playing regularly. You've got your Ndoye. The defense is quite like solid. Beto's the handful. He could come out to some issues, you know. So I think they'll probably will score. Can they stop Liverpool from scoring? Probably not.
That's the question.
That's the question. And these guys score any type of goals, bro. Headers, free kicks, like So I think a draw. Okay, was a good result.
Well, then finally the big game on Sunday. Obviously, Arsenal versus Man City. What do you think the results will be?
What I think the result will be?
Yeah.
These ones are hard to predict. I would say it's very hard to predict. I would say 2-2. I can see a 2-2 happening. Okay. Because we've kept 2 clean sheets, right? But we're still vulnerable, right? And you guys have enough. Like Madueke, you have enough. You have set pieces to score, right? Again, Salib. So I don't think same as you risking a Stones might not play because of everyone's risking. Is Arteta gonna risk Saliba? You know, again, he gets injured, he's out for longer. Do you want to do that at the start of the season?
Longer, yeah.
You know, so I think this going in mind, Mosquera starting. I think it'll be 2-2. I think Arsenal are favourites, and I think Arsenal will probably be favourites to win the game. But I can see it 2-1. Either 2-1 to us, or like a dagger, or a 2-2.
Okay. Well, from my side, from obviously the Arsenal point of view, I think the game will probably end a 2-1. 2-1 to Arsenal. And I think the team that scores first will control the game. So if Man City scores first, I believe the game will end 2-1. But if Arsenal scores first, I think the game will end 2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah. That's a big point. Like in terms of who scores first, reaction from the team. Like you guys score first. The Emirates are going crazy. Like
crazy, exactly that.
We score first.
Exactly that.
We score first. You guys like Emirates would be like under pressure, trying to go. And again, as you've seen with Haaland on second goal, if you're gonna play that high, you're gonna leave that space. You're not catching them, bro. So again, that's a big thing in terms of who. I'll say so. Who scores first will dictate the game. You're very much right in regarding that. Who scores first determines the game. That'll be good. It'll be a very good game to watch. Just so many good, I think.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping it is.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Your manager comes to play.
Obviously. You're talking like what's called Arteta doesn't play ball at the Emirates. No, let's not talk about that.
Let's see. But I'm telling you.
I mean, Arteta always plays ball at the Emirates.
He does.
I would say that.
Like, sure. He does. Like, he goes. That's what I'm saying to you. I think that's what I think. It's gonna be. There's gonna be some. I think there's gonna be some goals in the game. Even like your last games against us. I think, yeah, like. Especially, well, the 1-0 was the only game that was like tentative, right? But last year you guys beat us 5-1.
Yeah.
Other games is like 3-1. There's always goals. There's always like goals in especially at the Emirates. Especially at the Emirates, because I said to you, you guys don't go as conservative. We don't play conservative football. So there's big goals. And can Gokaris, step up? Can he? Because there's gonna be space for him to run behind. There's going to be, he's going to like, So again, there's another big game for him as well. He's like, obviously he scored a couple of times now, but he's still not at his brilliant best there, So big game for him. Again, other side, Haaland's like, everyone's talking about, Gokaris, like, because he said, Gokaris said, I'm in the level of Lewandowski and Haaland, I'm the next one up. So Haaland's going to take us, I'll show you. Do you mean? And then I think there's Zubimendi Rodri will be fascinating, like from just dictating the midfield.
Yeah.
Right? And Rice as well. Rice loves it, like he loves these big games. And like Declan, like I want him to come to us, as he chose you guys. But Declan will be key as well in terms of him helping Zubimendi. Right?
Yeah.
Him helping Zubimendi, just a big game. That presence, that what's it called? The runs you can make going into the box, So yeah, it'll be a very good game.
Nah, I'm looking forward to it. And obviously, hopefully, by Sunday evening, I can be texting you, laughing at you. But yeah, on that note, bro.
But if we lose, I'm calling sick, bro. It's Monday morning for me, so I'm calling in sick, man.
Bro. Hey, listen, I appreciate you, joining the game, and it's always fun. But yeah, it's always fun, and I hope, we have some good things to talk about next week. Obviously, on my side.
For sure, man. For sure, now. May the best man win.
Exactly, but the best man win. And hey, bro, listen, enjoy your weekend, man. Enjoy your weekend.
Same to you, bro. Have a good one.
Take the yards.